Hello, my name is Sarah Reynolds, and I'm the course coordinator for the Introduction to Molecule Cells and Genes. I've been teaching this course at FDU since 2016. When I'm on campus, you can find me in the science building on the second floor, room 29, but the best way to reach me is by email at the address you see below. Office hours will be held on Zoom because this is an entirely remote course, and you can find more information about that at Web Campus. webcampus.fdu.edu is also going to be the primary source for all of your course materials, including lectures, recitations, and a complete gradebook. You are required to purchase a textbook for this course. Campbell's Biology in Focus, second edition is sufficient. There's also a third edition available for those of you who would like. Mastering Biology, packaged with this edition, is highly recommended. It's required for those of you who take the course in the spring. And I'm still going to make those assignments available with all of those practice questions, but that is not going to be available for a grade during this condensed summer course. The course ID is posted on Web Campus. We also have the Writing in Biology 5th edition textbook. You are going to be completing writing assignments in lab, so please purchase this textbook and use it to help you. Class grading is going to be based on 3 components: lecture, lab, and recitation. Recitation packets will be found posted after each lecture where there's not an exam, and it'll be available on the lecture Web Campus. It accounts for 10% of your final grade. Laboratory is 40%, and lectures 50%. It'll be based on 4 exams, 3 midterms, and a cumulative final, as well as 50 points from an app Socrative. Your exams will be posted on Web Campus. Although you'll be able to view those exams, I want to be very clear. Sharing or reproducing the exam in any way is strictly forbidden. All regrade requests must occur within 48 hours of the final grading. And although they're open note exams, time limits are strictly enforced. That is intended not only to force you to create a useful study guide, but also to make you aware. You can't simply look up the answers in a textbook. You're not going to have time to do so. Now, students cannot use any unapproved resources, including but not limited to websites, previous exams, or classmates. Do not have your Web Campus open to anything else. Do not have any other assignments. Do not have lecture slides open. The only thing that you may use is your notes. The final exam is entirely cumulative. It includes lectures 17 through 19, which are cumulative lectures, and then additional cumulative, straight cumulative materials. We're also going to be using the Socrative app. Your room name is BIOL1202S. This is available on your phone or tablet. You can download the Socrative student app or follow along on your laptop at socrative.com. You should be completing these as you watch lectures, and points are for participation, not accuracy. So when you're doing Socrative, put things down and actually allow yourself to test and see if you know. I don't care if you get these right. But if you get it wrong, it tells you that you need to go back and study this material a little bit more. There are going to be 19 lectures that you can follow along for 2 points with Socrative. There are also 2 surveys. The first is open now, and 4 extra quizzes that'll be available. Our course structure is as follows. On Monday at 9 a.m., the first lecture set will be available, and the slides will be a video that you can view with my lecture. Socrative will open at the same time, and these need to be completed by noon the next day. On Wednesday, we'll have another set that opens. So you need to complete the recitation, which is available from the first lecture set by 9 a.m. so that we can open up the next set of lectures. Then those will be due at 12 noon on Thursday, and then that recitation packet for that lecture will open, and on Friday, we'll have that due. And then on Friday, your third lecture set will open. Saturday, the recitation will open. Nothing is due on Sunday, and so that'll be due on Monday. Exam 1 is going to be open on a Tuesday, which means it'll be due the following Wednesday. And exams 2, 3, and the final will each open up on a Saturday to be due on Monday. So how can you succeed in this class? Well, the first is to recognize that you should be spending 3 to 4 hours per lecture working on material. This includes watching lecture videos, reading your textbook, reading and revising your notes, following along with Socrative, and completing recitation packets. But when you consider that we have 3 to 4 lectures per week, that's a total of 10 to 12 hours of work. You need to plan this time and be willing to spend that over the next 6 weeks. Start by reading your textbook chapter before you watch lecture videos. This will allow you to prepare yourself going forward. You can take notes on the textbook as a guide that you can use while you're following along with the video. That'll allow you to pay more attention to the lectures, because if you already have a structure placed down in your notebook, such as the Cornell 2-column note strategy that you see here, then you can flesh out and more complete those notes while you watch the videos. Do Socrative while you watch, without looking at your notes, to test yourself as you go. And remember to star key topics. Write questions next to things you don't understand that you need to go back and revisit, or areas that are unclear. Highlight colors as needed, maybe even using different colors depending on different themes in the class. Use arrows to connect ideas together. This will help you when you go back to condense them. And don't forget, if you get it wrong on Socrative, go back, circle it, make a note of it. Within 24 hours, you should be revisiting your notes. Don't just take your notes once. Take your notes and then go back. Reorganize, reconnect, revise. This will allow you to condense them down. Open note tests are not easier. Open note tests, time is your worst enemy. So the best thing that you can do is to condense your notes down, to work with your notes, work with the material, and create an organized, refined, and condensed study guide, which you can utilize during your open note exam. So the first Socrative survey is open now, and there are instructions in this announcement on Web Campus. You need to know your learning style to complete the end of the quiz, so please go to this website and take the quiz to learn more about it. Not only am I going to ask you what your learning style is, but I'm going to ask you how you're going to use the suggestions provided for your learning style to help you succeed in this intense, packed 6-week summer course. All right, I will see you guys for lecture on Monday and hopefully on Zoom for office hours. Have a great summer.